So I want to tell you guys a little story about handling pressure so that maybe you guys can understand this a little more. And I'm going to go back to talking about my career in law enforcement, guys. Now, many years ago when I was on the job, I was a sergeant. I was if you guys know the picture from the front of my book, I was a special ops sergeant, right? Special ops sergeant in charge of hostile situations, anything that was of a major threat that could not be handled by the masses had to be sent up to the specialized unit, and I was a sergeant in charge of the specialized unit in my region at the time. So there I was being called out to a situation where they had lost a facility, right? They lost a facility and they had called special ops in to basically take it back, man. Take it back, to go in there and do what we do. And it was a lot going on in there, man. It was a lot going on in there. Tons of threats, tons of noise. A lot of people were hurt in the process prior to us getting there. So we didn't know whether it was hostage situations. We didn't know what was going on when we got there. So we got there and do what we usually do. We tapped into the system of our training, the system of our years and years and years of hard work, of reps and sets of what we do in this type of situation. That situation was put in place so that no matter what we were faced with, we could handle the pressure and the noise of no matter what the situation was. And so there we were, and my team consisted of 17 members, six officers, and me as the team leader. And we had it was five sets of six, 5 and 1, So anyway, it was 30 of us all together going to take on about 800 inmates in this hostage situation that we go into. And we had to go in phases, and we just tapped into the system that we had, guys. We knew exactly what we did. We knew exactly what we trained for. And all we needed was the layout of where we were going. And once we got that, man, we stepped in and we neutralized the situation with no more casualties. No more casualties, nobody else getting hurt. And we took back that institution, and we did a hell of a job moving 800 plus, probably about 1,000 inmates to a new facility, and making this world a safer place, as I like to say. So that is what we did, and that is how we handled it. But a lot of people ask us, were you not afraid? Were you not nervous? How did you handle all of the pressure of going in there when everybody's looking at you? And by the way, this picture was taken by a reporter. So the news media was there, everybody was there, and so whatever we did was being extremely scrutinized from civilians to politicians to other law enforcement agencies. Everybody was watching the move. So there was pressure, right? As people would think that there was pressure, but for me as a team leader, there was no pressure because I trained for this. I trained to be good within this system, right? I didn't create a new system. I didn't go in there and ad lib and try to think out the box. No, I went in there with, what we're good at. This is what we do. This is how we'll do it. And we have several other scenarios that if this doesn't work, we do this. If this doesn't work, we do that. And we've done repeated reps and sets, guys. Reps and sets of working within the system to get better at it. So we were there. We were there for 3 days. No sleep. Our lives were on the line every single day, every single moment. Very little food to eat, right? So the situation you would think would be insurmountable and almost impossible. But when there's a system in place, guys, you tend to work a lot more efficiently in order to create the best situation possible. You just do. You just work within the system. So there was a proven system in place, and that is what we train for. And we got that done, guys. We got that done, as I said before, with no further casualties or injuries to staff or anybody by that matter. So we got it done. And so in telling this story, guys, how I handle pressure and noise over time in my life now is I try to find a system that I can tap into, right? Because that is the question, guys. Everybody is not in a system that's been around for 100 years, right? This is something, I'm starting my new business. So for me, over the past 4 or 5 years, 6 years, this is new to me. This is new to me, and so because it's new to me, I have to begin to find what path I need to take that is proven that it works for people who are successful in doing what I do, which is writing books, which is coaching, okay, which is teaching, and which is providing course and giving value to people. That is all I need to do, guys. So if you are out there venturing, trying to do something that you have never done before in your life, it is only new to you, guys. It is only new to you, right? There's already someone out there who has a proven system that will help you to achieve the life that you want, that will help you to get the things that you would like to get in your life, to handle the pressure and the noise, right? Some of the things that I tell people to do to handle pressure and the noise is delegation, man. Sometimes you do have to delegate, right? I know for me, creating a business of the scale that I would like to create a business, I probably am not good at everything within my business. So I have to begin to delegate some of the tasks to other people so that they can then in turn help me to achieve the pinnacle of my success in my business, right? When it comes to a lot of noise, right? I am in a very, very busy house, right? Full of my wife and my children, and pets and everything else. And so my house, right, has a lot going on. It always has a lot going on. And some people would call that the noise, right? It is everybody's in your ear. Everybody has a problem or a crisis that they need handled. Okay. And here you are, the head of the household, and they look at you like, can you help me? What are you going to do? At the same time, you're also trying to build your business. Okay, so how about that? People think that you get to build your business in a box, right? In a box, in a little prism, and no noise around it, and it's nice and quiet, and you get to work and you get to do your thing, right? Life does not work that way. Life happens actively, not passively. It is always, something's always being created. A moment is always happening. Something is always going on, right? And not only do you have to learn how to focus and prioritize, guys, you also have to learn how to quiet the noise, right? And focus in on what you need to do in the time that you need to do it. You can't see when you got a lot going on outside of just your business, and it's not the only thing that you're doing in your life. Like if you have a family, right? A lot of times you can't ignore your family. Your family is the reason why you're doing all this in the first place. So if you ignore your family to build a business, by the time you build your business, your